My name is Prince. I'm working in OneClick as a product manager. So my role is to define the product strategy. Okay, and basically I'm responsible for the products to the offering in the products, like whatever the customer is asking. So majorly our products are B2B, and we are providing concierge service to the products. And now we are shifting our product to the B2C market also. So we are trying to build a SaaS product. Okay, that's for the current. And for the background, I was once I did my BTech in 2017. Then I worked as a developer for 6 to 7 months. Then I worked on a startup, and there I worked as a founder of the startup. And for 2 years I worked there. Then I transitioned into the product management. In IRI, the SGRG core solutions, where I worked like to define the strategy, to define the marketing strategy. I mean, everything I worked on. But the thing is, like, whatever I lacked there is the structured approach. Like, I honed my skills there because I know what all are they require this thing. But there, that thing that I feel like that is missing is the more the structural, practical, and the skeptical approach. Yeah, I mean, if I talk about the corporate world, like basically the startups only focus on your skills and what all other things. I mean, they don't much get into the more the structured approach. But if you're applying for a corporate, like the MSMEs, like morely the medium and enterprise type of companies, they want you to apply a more structured approach. And I mean, the terminology, everything they want like a perfect, that is the industry standard. So I think somewhere I'm lacking all this kind of thing, like the terminology and the more go on a structured approach, like the go-to-market strategy, and more of a skeptical approach. So that I thought like that I was missing there. So the learning basically with the course is going on, and it's currently, I mean, I can say it's really good. I mean, the way the teachers are teaching and what all are the teaching, like the more framework, the more structured approach, and the things like they also teach me the terminology that we have to use in our day-to-day life, the roles. Like, okay, so if I say about like the mind mapping, important satisfaction score, priorities, so all these things are really helpful for me. Like when I apply all these things to product management, so it's more like a more structured approach, more you can say the more skeptical approach, I can say. And the strategy I define with all these things is really helpful for me and for my organizations also, because we can see like the products are growing, and I can my managers and everyone is liking like what all I do. They like my approach, whatever I bring. So it's all basically, I mean, I can thank you that definitely like Accredian team and the course that I'm enrolled in. So I went to the 3 rounds. The one with the HR, they asked like what you are doing, what all are your job and all these things. Then next is the round where they gave me one assignment. Okay, in that assignment they gave me some task, and I created a task like with my learnings. I created a lean canvas, a business canvas, and more of a prioritization frameworks I used to define this thing. And they really liked it. I mean, when I submitted my assignment, the next day I got a reply like your assignment got selected, and now let's move on with the next round. The next round is with the technical team. They asked me something about like the Jira, the Scrum things, how to define the sprint, all these things, how you solve the problem, what is the how you define it's a SaaS, the pricing, all these things. So all I remember because I learned all these things in the course. And definitely my personal learnings and all the skills will also came to the play when I when I cracked the technical round. But definitely these things will help me. And yeah, there was 3 rounds that I did. And after the technical round, on the next day I got a mail like you got selected, and now I was working. I mean, currently I'm working there. So the course that really helped me to improve my terminologies, you can say to define the strategies in a more structured, skeptical, and a more practical way. And the frameworks that I learned here, I mean, that's helped me to get the things done in a more appropriate way, or you can say in the more professional way. So the previously I was not using the approach that is you can say the lean approach. I mean, that's not a more I mean, it's a, you can say that it's a concept approach. But now with the course I'm going what what the customer need and what the industry require from my side as a product manager. See, I just only suggest, like, if you are applying for a product management role, be more skeptical and practical. Okay, just ask the question with the interview if they give you some task, because you have to clear the process. I mean, you must have to visualize what they are asking you. So for that, if you want to do a cross questioning, do that. Don't hesitate for that. And also just learn about, I mean, instead of knowledge and the skills, get the more terminology and more structural approach. Because as a product manager, you got a skills, you got a knowledge, but your approach and the way of defining is more important. I mean, it's more aligned with the company, what they are looking for and what they expected from your side, as I mean, in your past experience, what you did. So it's more like just follow the approach and be real, whatever you are. I mean, don't be like treat like a don't be hesitant, don't be like a product manager like you had. Just keep calm and give the interview like whatever, I mean, how you are.